The marks on 29-year-old Lenin Salas's body are clearly visible, and he says police officers made them. He was detained on suspicion of being a communist rebel leader, and Al Jazeera was able to speak to him while still in custody.
18 hours akong tinorture.
I was tortured for 18 hours, beaten for 18 hours. They kept interrogating me repeatedly, forcing me to admit that I was behind all the murders here in Pampanga. They said if I don't admit it, they will kill my family.
Papatayin daw nila yung aking mag-ina.
Nicknamed Red, Salas admits his parents were communists, but insists he has never held a gun himself and is merely a musician who advocates leftist ideals. The case is still under investigation, but human rights activists now see him as the first known victim of torture under the new Aquino administration.
The importance of a police force anchored on good deeds is clear to me. What would we do with law enforcers if they themselves break the law?
In a recent gathering of police officers, freshly installed President Benigno Aquino III reiterated his commitment to campaign promises that won him the elections: an end to corruption and the protection of human rights, both issues that beleaguered his predecessor's administration. For many years, the police and the military have been among the least trusted institutions in the country. Its members believed to be involved in many instances of enforced disappearances and what are known here as extra-judicial killings. Now, for many, there is a fear that decades of a poor human rights record and a deeply ingrained culture of impunity will make it difficult for the security forces to now clean up their act.
Serious accusations like that calls for an in-depth investigation. Some behavior die hard. But now the most junior policemen are now aware of human rights.
Authorities say ignorance is no longer an excuse. For years now, both police and military have been given classes on human rights, and anyone found guilty of violating them would be held accountable. But few actually have been. Hope remains high that will begin to change under the new leadership.
We feel positive in the way that we have a partner in the national government. They will listen to us. And this is what you call the birth pains. This is a trial balloon situation, infancy stage.
Birth pains or not, Red says the scars will be with him long after the marks have faded.
Even if they would have charged me with anything, it would have been okay, as long as there was due process.
More than just protecting human rights, the entire judicial process itself has to be strengthened. Unless the new president manages to do exactly as he promised, the nation's hope for change could find itself fading too. Marga, Ortigas, Al Jazeera, Manila.